Entering menu narration pop-up. Do you want menu narration? No, turned off.
This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bowen. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here's the give off the left side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. It's the Memphis Tigers and the North Dakota State Bison. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
The Memphis head coach told me pregame. He said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Right. So let's go.
Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Bringing the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster. Right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Sends it downfield. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. He's inside the... Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Cincinnati Bearcats and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. And he's going to bring it out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll give it to Johnson. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Wolverines have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. The keeper on the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Dumps it to the back. That's caught. It's Johnson. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Bearcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. The handoff to Johnson. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Makes a grab and room to run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. 4th and goal from the 5. The offense is still out there. This epitomizes confidence. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Looking to the end zone. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. And tackled there by the defense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can.
He tries to take the top off. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field, making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's French. Going over the top. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a run.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. Maybe a crease.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. On the move. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Pitches it back. Touchdown, Wolverines! Great job by the back on the option. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Johnson. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Scanning the field, it's French. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure on this defense. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Marsh. Touchdown, Michigan! A great catch and run for 6.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the... did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Jones wants to throw it. It's complete. There's a crease. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Now improvising. He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack. The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Here's a heat. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your...
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Inside the... And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. With a lot of time left, there's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Might be calling a hot route. Jones to throw. Looking long. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And this offense, man, it's just been a struggle. I think guys, like, they've struggled to get points on the board and to move the ball consistently. And so I love the shot right here before the half, but they got to find something to hang.
There's some room. Got enough for the first. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Under fire. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half.
Oh, he's got some space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Throwing, Underwood. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Quarterback will keep it. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. Jones wants to throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play. 2nd and long from the 11. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the